morning everyone, and welcome to another episode of Action Power. Today we'll be talking about deaf women and human rights. Many times deaf women are left behind in women's movement. I'll be talking to Agness and some deaf ladies about the recent workshop on deaf women empowerment. Now I'm talking to Agness about her work with deaf women. You all know Agness. Welcome to the program, Agness.
Thank you.
Please, Agness, tell us about the recent workshop you held with deaf women in Harare.
Was to teach from close about feminism causes plus sector reproduction health. We worked together with graduate sisterhood and young men for peace building because we went to South Africa last year together for the same course that was a TOT, meaning the end of the slave. After that, we were given some more funds to do the workshop, so we have to do it together.
I understand you do a lot of work with deaf women. Can you tell us more about the challenges that deaf women face in Zimbabwe?
Careful movements about challenges. For example, they don't have information about HIV and some with GPS, again some with sexual reproduction health and disease. Again, they don't have a lot of information because the information is there but not in the format for deaf women, maybe print, media, newspaper, them with the deaf, but deaf won't benefit because no capital, no talent. Plus, I think some Ministry of Mental Health doesn't do anything for deaf women. Maybe they talk a lot about it, just but they will need that because they don't take the information to do deaf. The same with the other health organization, maybe PSI, maybe Mr. Singh, they don't do anything to benefit the deaf.
What are you doing to solve some of these problems that you have mentioned?
Instead of what I am doing, we should ask what are we all doing, not just me, but everyone has something to do to solve the problem. I am trying to work with other women's organizations, example, graduate, as I said before, and young women for participating, the same with the Women Action Group. It's like to collaborate with them so that they teach us what we don't know.
As deaf women in Zimbabwe, what do you think we should do so that we are not left out behind?
Good question. I think there is a lot we can do. For example, we must see what they on the feedback house. Because if we don't speak out, no one will just come and help us. For example, if you have a problem and you just keep it, I don't know that Kuda have a problem. I will want to know if you will tell me. So it is our duty for me to speak out about the problem we face, maybe to the government. maybe to the civil society, other NGOs, everyone who is concerned with those issues.
I understand that you have started an organization that works with deaf women. Can you please tell us more about it?
It is not high, but it is we started the organization for deaf women. We want to do a lot of things. For example, we want to empower deaf women to stand up for themselves through advocating and lobbying. Then we also want them to start maybe income generating projects, maybe baking, cooking, or supply food for different functions, maybe birthday parties, a lot of things. We want to teach them about sexual and reproductive health and HIV and AIDS, among other issues.
What motivated you to start Deaf Women Included?
Last year, South Africa, there was a workshop for young women in Southern Africa, maybe South countries, Zimbabwe, Swaziland, Zambia, the countries that we were learning about a lot of things, mainly women's rights. After that learning, we were given small funds to do something in your own countries. That is how deaf women started.
What are your future plans, Agness, in your work with deaf people and in particular deaf women?
I hope to see deaf women taking leadership for their own life. For example, I hope to see them knowing a lot about the protection work, because it is very important to them and to the country as a whole for it to develop. Maybe deaf women, you should be given one. For example, Ministry of Women Affairs must have someone there so that they always know what ways deaf women who need the information. The same with health, because maybe example at the Paris hospital, if a deaf person is there, they will learn the language, what the language is, but that you want to communicate with the deaf. It doesn't matter what kind of job one will be doing, maybe make the whole living cleaning, in contact with the learn language, they will be able to understand the deaf and help them.
Let's take a break.
We are not just women, we are mothers, some of us are sisters, we don't have children yet, others we have children in the near future. And I think this discussion is opening us up to some of the challenges that women face in Africa, in Zimbabwe. And we also had that important discussion around knowing our bodies, why it is important for us to know our bodies. I think at the end of the day, we can conclude that most of the problems that we face as women will just go back to the issue of, being able to be in control of our bodies and to be able to know what's happening with our bodies and then to be able to demand our rights. And these rights include, for example, the right to life, or we talked about that, the right to access services. And I think the conversation we're having really created an understanding around how we are not able to access some services because of, say, communication barrier. Our rights to education. So all these rights at the end of the day are all interlocked. So for example, if you can't read or write, or if you can't communicate because a service provider cannot understand you, because a service provider does not have the technique, or at a service point there's no one who can understand sign language, it is a disadvantage to you and to be a barrier to your being able to access certain rights. So all these issues are very interlinked, and we are saying that when we demand them, when you demand your right to education, for example, for you to be literate, for you to be able to read and write, the big issue is so that I can be able to access my rights as a woman, as a black woman, or as a woman who is living in a low income setting without much money. I still need to be able to access my rights.
Generally, women have the fear in them because we are generally weaker than men physically. So at times that causes us to have that fear in us.
Is it just physical or it's also psychological?
Yes. When we talk about total movement, we are talking about a life situation. How do we respond to the problem? We feel like men coming together to make the movement. Because the movement is made by people who are the people to make the movement. Movement. Why? Because you lose it and you wait for others to do the work for you. You have a problem, but you don't take the initiative to solve your problem. You wait for people who need to come in and do the solving for you. So we must start to build the movement and join the other men.
You are witnessing around your community. Or you can either report to the church, the chief. And counseling also helps when there is domestic violence. And we must also do some campaigns amongst ourselves women.
Is to understand ourselves better and how we relate to the different environments that we live in. So before I start, I'll put the objectives up somewhere.
Okay. My symbol is the rock. Just a few days ago, I sent a protest on Facebook about people who send pornographic images and videos. I felt powerful. I felt it was my time to speak. It's been happening for a long time. I think I'm not the only one. People who just share those images and videos.
People think that I don't have friends, but I have many deaf friends.
I was not being part of the anything, right? But now, it's very cultural. It's not considered.
I think it is important that we need to be able to pick up on some of the advocacy issues. One issue that touched me yesterday was around, when a woman with hearing impairment goes to give birth, how are you expected to understand the instructions? And I think, your lives must be at risk, because people who attend, to someone with a hearing impairment is somebody who doesn't, know sign language. So how do you...
Let's take a break. Welcome back, viewers.
Baba, nasi na pere.
Thank you very much, ladies. I hope you have learned about challenges that affect deaf women. We hope something can be done to help them. Thank you, viewers. Let's meet again next week same time. Bye.